Now this is the part I've been waiting for. If you've been in martial arts, you already have been told this over and over again. You cannot do an advanced technique without first knowing the basics. A basic kick becomes a combination kick, which becomes an advanced kick. If you're not in martial arts, you can still work the nunchucks. A lot of people do. But you have to know the basics. You have to know how to turn and move your body. This is going to take a little bit more of that. We're going to start with a basic swing and make it a little more advanced. Starting to take the body from here, rolling it. We're going to turn and roll it back. Turn, roll it back. Okay? From here, we're going to come up again, swing out and back. Out and back. Now, here's the fun part. I want you to understand one thing. Nunchucks have been clocked at over 100 miles an hour. Okay? You've seen how fast a baseball gets thrown? You don't want to get hit by one of those things. You definitely don't want to get hit by a nunchuck. I have bruises on both sides of my arms where I've done things like hit like this or tap like that. It only takes very few pounds to break a bone. Okay? These deliver 800 to 1,600 pounds, 800 to 1,600 pounds per square inch of force. So when they get hit and they hit something, it definitely hurts. So just remember that as we get into the advanced part. I saved that for you. Okay, so what we just did was basic swings. You can do swing here and back. Swing here and back. Why is the swing advanced? Because you got to know how to stop it. You may have to use your body. Because if you just swing and don't use your body, you're hitting yourself. It's not a good thing, okay? So that's the basic swing. The next is my favorite part. I learned this in Chinese Kempo Karate, which I'm a master in, back in 1982, 81, 82, over 20 years ago. This is something our style does that's a little different. It's called the roll. The roll is important because learning to roll your hands gets your momentum going, and should you strike something, the nunchuck will spin back on your hand naturally. Okay? And that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with the basic roll. All I'm going to do is have my nunchuck turning, coming over, releasing, and capturing. So it's going to look like this here, just like that. We've got to get back, just like that. Here, and just like that, just like that. So as I start to go, it's going to look something like this. Notice how I twist my body. And I'm going sort of slow. And you see where it's just spinning on my wrist. Okay? Spinning on my wrist. Here. Good way to practice is to just turn your wrist over. And it comes right to you. This is where, if you're going to drop them, you're going to drop them and drop them. Okay? If you're left-handed, because if you do it on your right, you've got to be able to do it on your left. Now, so as you get going, it should look something like this. Notice I turn my body, because I don't, I'm doing this. And I'm having to stay. It's almost impossible not to turn your body. Use your body. Get into it a little bit. The momentum, they come in. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with the wrist rolls. We're going to use our body. Okay, we're going to go from here, hitting our body. Just like that. Okay, and that works pretty well. Something we can add to that is actually a roll like this, which is a simple roll. Okay? And what happens is we do our roll here, we can roll it back in and roll it back. And it becomes like a figure eight and a roll. So this is something that most styles or martial artists don't do. And the nice thing about it is when you hit here, it rolls. It hits here, it rolls. Hit here, it rolls. So when it rolls, it hits here. Fun way to do it is take it like this, put them together and try to clap your hands. And clap back, clap your hands, clap back. So from here, push them together, just like that. Or from here, just like that. Okay? Now, that's that part. Wrist rolls. Let's get a little harder. Arm rolls. Wrist rolls are hard. Why do you see arm rolls? Here, I'm going to go around the arm instead of the wrist. Did you get that? Watch again. Around the arm, around the arm. Now, I had to catch it. That's why that wrist roll comes in very important. I dropped this so much. Don't feel bad about it. It's hard. It's fun. I'll get in a routine going sometimes with the students, and I'll be going, woo, and I'll spin it around and go, woo, and there it goes flying. It's okay to drop it. Make sure you don't take out any small children, dogs, or anything like that, because people tend to get upset about it. Make sure there's nobody around. We're going to get hurt. Watch again. From here, I want to go here. It goes right to my wrist. Here, right to my wrist. Here. And this is sort of hard to do, but again, it's very, very nice. Left hand's the same way. Here. Woo! So I caught it. Do you see that? I meant to do that for you guys. Okay? So let's try that around the wrist, around the arm, wrist, arm, and back around the arm. Okay? That's a difficulty, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10 to 11, but once you learn it, it's really neat. Now what I did just a minute ago was I went around here and actually made it jump to this side. Okay? You can go from here, because all you're doing is rolling around. Watch again. From here, I'm just rolling around my wrist. Okay? From here, rolling around my wrist. You can turn your wrist in a little bit like this. It's pretty neat. And I'll try to do this a little lower so I can get up high. From here, I want to get it going here where I can catch it. Okay? Depending on how you catch it is depending on what your next technique is. And this is where, guess what? It takes time and learning. So, because if I go here and I catch it up like this, well, I can go right into this. Okay? If I go up here and I happen to catch it by the chain, okay, if I catch it by the chain here and I can't stop it, I just start a wrist roll and catch it. If I come around here and I do like this and grab it at the chain here, I do what's called a simple flail roll. It's just flailing the nunchucks around. So I'll show you that next. From here, you can do it this way, which works, or you can spin them like the butterfly flail. Okay? This is fun because this is what I teach little kids first. I'm like, grab the chucks here and go from one to the other. And it's almost like what? A figure eight. In and out. Okay? So, we got from here to here. I dropped them. I did that on purpose. How am I going to pick them up? Okay? Let's try it again. Here, here, here. Ah, I got it that time. Here, here. And what's happening, let me tell you why I'm dropping them. Because what happens when I drop them here and I push off, they tend to go on that side. So that's what happens. I go here. Sometimes they want to go over. So you got to bring your wrist right in. Okay? So it becomes here, here, around this wrist, catch, go around the wrist, here. Whoa, caught them again. Here, here, and boom. Look how I caught them that time as a flail. Now, I just sort of did it wild on purpose, but when I have a routine down, I usually set it up where I'm doing a wrist roll, an arm roll, then an arm roll, and a catch with usually a flail because I like the flail part. Then I'll come back for a lock because you can always come in here for a lock or something like this. When I'm doing here, I'll come in, come around, and do a catch here, and then I'll try the world famous one finger roll, and then catch and come back. Okay, now I'm going to try that finger roll to spin. Camera's going to pull out, and I'm just going to spin it around and catch and go into my flail with a single finger, and then I'm going to catch here. Okay? You want to make it look good. Do we have a routine together now? Let's see. We've got here, we go here, we can roll around here, we can roll around here, we can go around our back, roll, check, neck, here, up, around here, swing, round, here, and guess what? Then we can go and do here, and here, and here, to here, and around, of course, to here. Okay? I think that's a pretty good routine. Now think about putting that into a form. That becomes really, really, really cool. Basically, that's all I can show you in basic and advanced without you getting out there and just trying stuff yourself. Yeah, there's more things you can do with swings and double swings and playing and stuff like this. I mean, I like to go around the neck and come down the arm. I like to take it around my wrist and my ankle. Woo! See, I almost missed that time. Let's try it again. Ha! There I went. Okay? Have fun. You notice it doesn't work every time. It doesn't work the first time, or if it works the first time, you never do it again like that. unless you do 3 or 4 tries. Have fun with it, okay? Having said that, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some techniques using single nunchuck and then double nunchucks. How to use double nunchucks? Same thing. You got 2 nunchucks in your hand doing the same thing.